to start this week, I wanted to start by talking about the 2-7 matchup in the AFC, the Bills versus your favorite team, the Pittsburgh
On it.
Steelers. How are you feeling about this matchup?
First of all, shout out to Vegas, bro. Shout out to all the books out there, FanDuel, DraftKings, because Buffalo -10 is the king of all locks. What are we doing here? Pittsburgh stinks. I know they won 10 games. I get it. They were below 500 outside of the AFC North. And if you remember the AFC North, they played not Lamar Jackson once. Granted, they did beat Lamar, but that was
That
a
is true.
historically bad receiving performance there. They
Some
beat Jake
crazy,
Browning
crazy finish
twice.
too.
Congratulations, you beat Jake Browning twice. And you beat, I guess you lost to DTR, and you beat Deshaun Watson because you had two 70-yard touchdowns. So
That game
the
was crazy.
Steelers, exactly. The Steelers are great in the division, 5-1 in the division, not great outside of the division. Buffalo -10 is a lock, absolute lock. Josh Allen feasts in these 2-7 matchups. If you move his career 5 years forward, he's would be like 1-3 in the playoffs because he's gotten 2 wins now in these 2-7 games. He beat the Colts in 2020 and beat the Dolphins last year. Skylar Thompson in a playoff game, yeah, we all remember that
And they
fondly.
almost lost to that though.
This is true. They almost lost, but he gets to pad his stats against a crummy team. He beat your crummy team in the 2021 playoffs, like
Madly.
Mac
That
Jones
was
led
the
team.
official end of the Patriots, I call that game. That was a rough
Are you
one.
sure
That
it
was a
wasn't
fair.
losing to the Jets the other day?
Hey, I wanted that one to happen. So I understand your point. I'm giving Pittsburgh a chance in this game, though. I think that the last few weeks, ever since Mason Rudolph took over, they've looked a lot better offensively than they have in years. They had a nice performance against the Bengals, 34 points, I believe, right? Uh,
Uh,
thir-
yeah, over 30
30,
points.
30 against the Seahawks. And then, the Ravens game was an AFC North game. I mean, we know how those games go. It's been the same games the
Yeah,
Ravens and Steelers have played for the last 15 years. It's always going to be like a 17-10 ugly football game that's decided towards the end. It doesn't matter if it's Lamar Jackson and prime Ben Roethlisberger getting back out there. It doesn't matter if it's Pickett versus Huntley. So I'm not saying the Steelers are going to win this game. I don't think that would be reasonable, but I am giving them I am giving them a chance. I don't believe that the line is a lock. Um, but I think it all depends on how the game starts. I think the Steelers can win this if they're playing from ahead. If they go behind early, it's a blowout. So that's how I feel. We'll see. Could be yeah, you could be completely right. They go down 7 early and all of a sudden it's a 35-point game like that
yep.
Chiefs game a couple years ago. So
Mhm.
we'll see. But then on